If you're PCSing to Mountain Home Air Force Base, you're probably wondering, where the hell am I going? What the hell is there to do? Is this a good base? Is this a bad base? What do I even look forward to? Am I about to be miserable the next couple years? Well, this video was made just for you guys. I want to go into the depths of what there is to do at Mountain Home. I want to talk about the pros. I want to talk about the cons. We're just going to make sure that we go through everything. So this is going to be the video that you need to watch, so that way you get a good idea of what to expect when you PCS to Mountain Home. So let's get to it. All right, guys, welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. I'm Naseem Eissa, your host of Living in Boise, Idaho. Now, before you're saying, why is this random dude making a video about PCS in a Mountain Home? He's got a beard, he looks like a civilian. I got good news. The thing is, I actually did a whole enlistment all 6 years of my career at Mountain Home Air Force Base, Idaho. It grew on me. So yes, I am an Air Force veteran, and now I am a real estate agent. After separating from the military, I do actually provide servicing. So as much as I love making videos just like this for you guys, I would love even more to help you guys with your buying real estate needs. So if you guys want some help with that, make sure you guys contact this phone number right here. I am the person that answers all the calls, I answer all the text messages, and I also answer all the emails. So make sure you guys contact me, and please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm more than happy to help. All right, guys, so we're gonna talk about where is Mountain Home located exactly. So now when you pull up the map, Mountain Home, if we put a clock on Boise, right, just to give us a general sense of direction, Mountain Home is at about the 4 or 5 p.m. range. So you actually hop on Interstate 84, and you drive from Boise to Mountain Home. It's about a 45-minute drive, as I said earlier. But as far as Mountain Home itself, it's just a smaller town. People know of it, but not a lot of people live in it. So if you enjoy like a smaller community where, you know, there's events and there's enough things that you can just survive, like we have Walmart, Albertsons, you have the grocery outlet, and I know I'll go through all these things later in the video, but it's just a smaller town. So as far as location, that's where Mountain Home is, and you'll actually see that in all the content later in the video. All right, guys, and then now let's talk about commute time. So from Mountain Home to Mountain Home Air Force Base itself, you're looking at about a no longer than 20-minute drive to the base. It's literally, you just hop on a road, which a lot of people know as Air Base Road. It's a straight shot to base. There's also another back road base that some people take, but during the winter time and things of that nature, I'm gonna highly recommend that you stay on Air Base Road. So we'll also talk about that in the videos later as well. Now, as far as entertainment and things of that nature, if I would be lying to you if I sat here and told you that there's a bunch of things to do in Mountain Home. There's truthfully not. Like, Mountain Home is more so for people that maybe they want to raise their family in a quiet place. Maybe you're an individual that's, you know, you're just an individual that is an introvert, or maybe you're like, hey, I want to go to Boise on the weekends and go club and party, or whatever it is that you like to do during the weekends, and then during the week I want to be closer to work just so I don't have to make an hour drive every single day to work throughout the week. So there's different pros and cons of living in Mountain Home itself, but that's kind of just a little bit of what Mountain Home has to offer. Now I want to talk about the economy of Mountain Home. So as far as the economy of Mountain Home itself, it's actually a pretty strong economy, and truthfully, I don't think anything will shift so much just because of how reliant it is on the Air Force Base itself, and it's growing so fast. Like, we're talking about they're building townhomes, they're building single family homes, they're building apartment complexes, they're building more affordable housing for the people that are locals here in the area. So as far as the economy, it's honestly thriving in Mountain Home. Now, probably getting more and more busy, which is nice, because if you have a significant other and maybe they're in a specific career field, they're starting to bring more jobs to Mountain Home, which will allow for more job opportunities in the future. But with that being said, as of right now, there is limited job opportunities, which is actually also why some people decide to live in Boise, Meridian, Nampa, somewhere around those areas as well. Schools. Now, I don't want to talk too much about schools because truthfully, there isn't really a lot to talk about. If you live in Mountain Home, there's not a lot of options. Pretty much everyone goes to the same schools, because we're talking about a town with about 17,000. I think it's just over 17,000 people now from the most recent polls. But as far as the schools and things of that nature, it's not the biggest schools. And some people, you know, that want to have more competition as far as maybe education or grades or schooling. For those of people that are maybe a little more hyper focused with their children's athletic programs, or educational programs, they actually end up moving to Boise so they can have more selection as far as what school district they want to put their children into as far as education and athletic programs. So if you guys would like that list, let me know and I can shoot you a link itself. Now we're going to talk about home prices, but before we dive into it, I just want to mention one more time that I am a licensed real estate agent and I do work mainly with people PCSing to Mountain Home Air Force Base. So I would be more than honored to help you guys. As much as I love making these videos, more happy to help you guys with your home buying needs. So make sure you guys call and text me and email me. And I am the one that answers all calls and text messages. So don't ever stress about having to talk to someone else. So now we're going to talk a little bit about the home prices, the home types, and just the cost of living in general. So home prices in Elmore County, which has Mountain Home. Now Elmore County spreads to a few cities around Mountain Home as well, but mainly when people talk about Elmore County, they're more so talking about Mountain Home. So for Mountain Home, the median price point is around $337,500 per house. To some people, that's a lot, but for some of you that are PCSing maybe from California, where housing is literally like $1 million for like a pineapple under the sea, or the SpongeBob reference. Or if you are moving from Las Vegas, Nevada, or Georgia, or Florida, housing here is a lot cheaper compared to those areas. So for some people who may view it as expensive, other people are going to come here and be like, wow, this is crazy that you can actually get a 3-2 and 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house with 1,500 square feet for, anywhere between $320,000 to $350,000. So, and with that, there's a lot of different types of homes as well. So you have properties that do have HOAs, you do have properties that don't have HOAs, but those are going to be more so the homes that are a little older. So there was one last subdivision, and it's actually one of the subdivisions a lot of people on the military installation themselves discuss about people moving to, which is Silverstone. And then a lot of people also love the new construction homes that CBH are building right now. So CBH used to have a bad reputation, but as far as like the homes they're building and the quality of the homes, they're getting a lot better. And I mean, truthfully, we've sold a lot of CBH homes these last couple of years, and just the quality that we've seen them provide over the years have gotten significantly better. Now, not as far as we're talking about laminate counters and things of that nature. They're not granite counters. They're more cookie cutter homes. However, the quality of the building of the homes is getting significantly better. So you're going to see a lot more modern touches and architects. So we have a lot of other homes that are going to be built, and a lot of subdivisions that are coming to Mountain Home as well. So it's going to get busy here, and there's rumors on the street right now, which a lot of people don't know about, but they are potentially discussing building a casino in Mountain Home, which would be the only casino in the state of Idaho on Indian preserved land. But guess what? Not a lot of people know about that. So that's just a little bit that we may be expecting to see in the future. But as we know, until things get signed and until things start working out, we don't know what's truthfully going to be getting signed off. So just some anticipation as far as that aspect. Nothing solidified, but just a heads up, it might be growing. And if that does tend to happen, I think housing is going to get a lot more expensive, and there's going to be a lot of people that end up building some equity in their homes. So now, as far as type of homes, I know we talked a little bit about new construction. So most homes here are typically 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom houses. You do have some 4.3s and 5.3s, but those are going to be in the price range of above $400,000. There is a lot of homes that do have acreage, and then there's a couple homes that they're starting to build as they get more new construction in that are going to be a little tighter. So lot sizes are going to be a little smaller, but you may get a decent sized house. So townhomes not as popular here. There are duplexes and investment properties here, but not too much as far as those aspects of things. All right, and then finally, we're going to talk a little bit about cost of living. So now, cost of living in Mountain Home is not too expensive. So if you live on base, you do have the commissary, you do have the shopette, which is the gas station on base. You do have a couple of restaurants like Subway, Burger King, Taco Bell, and Popeyes, because they love to Popeyes and Burger King you to death on base for some reason. But as far as cost of living on base, it's pretty cheap. The only problem with that is everything closes at like 6-7 p.m. on weekdays, and then the only thing open after that is the shopette and Pizza Hut. So as far as accessibility and cost of living and things of that nature on base, you could survive on base, but if you have something that you forget for whatever reason, or you got to go make a diaper run, or if you got to go get some milk, then you can do it at the shopette. But diapers and things of that nature, they're not available at the shopette. So you got to run into town, go to Walmart or Albertsons or the grocery outlet, and that's where you would have to get your groceries. And now you got to waste your time driving all the way to Walmart or Albertsons or the grocery market off base just so you can go pick up a box of diapers or whatever that item may be. So if you are going to live off base, or if you are going to live on base, just know that you are going to be limited as far as when you can get what you need for your family. All right, guys, so now we're going to slide over to Google Maps, and I'm just going to show you guys a little bit of a tour on there, do a little bit of a walkthrough of where some of the new construction homes. We're going to do a little bit of a tour of the base itself through Google Maps, and yeah, I'm excited to do this for you guys, so let's go check it out. All right, guys, so I just wanted to go ahead and hop on here real quick so you can get a visual as far as what it looks like on the map, so you know exactly what you're looking about. So when we're talking about Mountain Home, the town, so basically when you guys are entering and exiting base, this is going to be the route you take right here. They call it 67 on here, but it's called Air Base Road, and it literally takes you into the heart of town. So downtown Mountain Home. So this is going to be basically, there's a little tunnel here that you can see, which is pretty common intersection. It's a common road to get to base. It's literally going to take you through the heart of town. As you have Wells Fargo, you're going to have a couple of small boutique stores, and as you drive here, you have Freak Alley or Freak Gallery, the community canvas. You have a couple of this is a gym right here, Mikasa, which is a great Mexican restaurant. It's delicious. I think it's my personal favorite, to be honest. A little jewelry store, another gym. Not the highest of quality gyms here, to be fully honest with you, but there is one gym that just opened up called Fitness Legends, which is probably the nicest gym. It's not probably, it definitely is the nicest gym in town. And here you have kind of just a little hangout area. It's called The Hub, which I do have a video you guys will see in small transitions here and there. But as far as what there is in the town, you know, there's not a lot. There's a couple of banks. You have Chase Bank there. You got US Bank over here. And this is pretty much the route to just kind of get around, which a lot of people are going to be traveling. You got a big smoke shop, so alcohol and smoke and things of that nature. A couple of gas stations in town. Papa Murphy's is going to be right here. You have a laundromat right there. Just gonna keep cruising. So here is actually you have some of the schools right here along the main road, which is down 51, aka American Legion Boulevard. And then here you have Maverick gas station, and to the left here you're actually gonna see this is Carl Miller Park. So let me see if I can come back over here. You'll see this one is trademarked by the Big Jet, and they host a lot of events here. A lot of communities come out and to do special things throughout the year at this location. And as you continue traveling down this road, like I said, guys, there's not really a lot as far as like what there is available. You see a couple of properties, you see apartments, you see a couple buildings here and there, a tattoo shop right here, Ace Glasses right there. If you need to get windows tinted and things of that nature. You have a car wash. I actually don't recommend, personally, I've never been to this one, so I don't recommend it. There's one that's actually closer to base, which I will show you guys as well. Here you have the Barista, which they just recently built not too long ago. This was their second store. Yep, this was their second store that they opened up. Then you have I guess this used to be a Family Dollar, so these pictures are probably a little older. But it is now a Norco. And then you have Smoky Mountain, Jade's Palace right there. So just a couple more restaurants. Like I said, there's not a lot going on in Mountain Home itself. Sears shut down, so this is actually now the new gym that I was talking about, Fitness Legends. So it used to be Sears, and now it's a gym, and it's a huge space. It's a lot more modern equipment, especially if you're bigger into bodybuilding or powerlifting. They have a lot of good amenities and different amenities that you can use within the gym to accomplish your fitness goals. And then here you have Dollar Tree. Just gonna keep making our way down. Alliance Title and Escrow is right there, which is where you'll close on your house when you get to use me as your real estate agent to help you buy or sell here at Mountain Home. And as we continue to make our way down, we're actually about to hit, here's Red Pavilion, we're about to hit the home or the Mall of Mountain Home. That's what we call the store that I'm about to show you, which you may all actually recognize. Desert Sage is a small medical clinic. They are currently building a lot more medical infrastructures just because the town is going to start requiring it here soon as the population continues to build. And you'll actually see that construction being done right here. It's not updated, so these aren't the most recent pictures, but as you continue to travel. All right, so here we have kind of a small marketing. Like I said, there is Anytime Fitness here, which is probably the second best gym. You have AT&T, Maurice's, Sally's Beauty Shop is here, Verizon's right there. I forgot, I know this changed, I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. There used to be a GameStop as well, and then another smoke shop. But now for the home, the Mall of Mountain Home, you have Walmart. Yeah, I know it sounds crazy, right? But it's the truth. This is the biggest grocery store we have in town. We do have an Albertsons as well as a grocery outlet, which is actually right up the street here as we continue to travel. We did just get our first Dutch Bros in town, which is competing with the local coffee shop, Barista. And then here you have your grocery outlet, and it doesn't show this here in this picture, but this is actually now a Taco Bell. So there's a lot of things that have been growing and developing in Mountain Home, so it is a growing town, and I know they have plans to continue to grow it and potentially expand it all the way to Boise. So with that being said, I'm actually going to zoom out with this tour being over pretty much, because the only thing left here we have is going to be a dealership, and then I mean, I guess we can go a little further just so you can see a couple restaurants, but this is going to be the interstate here. To get on the Interpass, I-84. You have McDonald's, Wendy's, then you also have, we're almost there, I promise. We're just making our way downtown, quick and slow. Almost there. All right, so here you're gonna see that this is where you enter to get to Boise. Over here you have a gas station that also has an Arby's. Which goodness, if we could just make it there. Here we go. All right, so you have the Pilot gas station here with the Arby's. You have Jack in the Box, you have KFC, you have Chevron right here. And then you also have, in this little spot, you have a Subway hiding back here. Wingers, which is a popular local restaurant here. And then there's also a hotel back here as well. I forgot what hotel it is off the top of my head. Try to zoom up to it real quick. There's a Subway I was talking about. I believe it's a Hampton. Yep, Hampton Inn and Suites. So yeah, so that is Mountain Home. That's pretty much the quick tour of it. Maybe I can zoom out and see if we can also get you guys some access so you guys can also see base as well. So let me see how we can do that. All right, guys, so this is pretty much the extent of what you can see of the base itself. This is going to be the entrance up here. Let me see how far we can go. It looks like that's pretty much it. So to access base, you're going to come into here. There's going to be 3 lanes that you can take. Usually this one is the only one that's open. And then you have the visitor center, which is right here. And then there's also another way to get onto base. But as far as the base itself, as you can see, there's literally nothing surrounding the base at all. So it is a little trip down to the base from town itself. So just so you guys can see it one more time, this is the base itself. So you do have a commissary here. I'm actually going to see if I can point some things out real quick. So this is the gate. You're going to have your hospital as you enter here. So you're traveling down this way. Hospital is here. You're going to have a shopette here, which is your gas station. This is all residents. Here they also have a golf course, and you can actually see it says golf course loop. So this entire section here is all golf course, which actually starts right there. Commissary. So coming from the entrance, literally all you have to do is drive straight. You'll hit the commissary, and there's also a BX right next to it. And if you are to turn right here when you enter, so you'll take this first right, it'll take you to where the hotel is. There's also a RV camp on base. I don't know as far as availability what that looks like, but you also have 2 gyms. So here you'll see Gunfighter Fitness Center, which does have a rock climbing wall. So this is a true picture. Let's see, it shows you, this is the annex. So this is the other gym. So there's 2 gyms. They are now both 24/7. You do have to get your ID scanned with them so you can unlock the 24/7 privilege. Otherwise, you have to be there when they're there. But this is located right here, and this is the main center, and this one's going to be the annex right here. And then as far as what else it has to offer, they also have a swimming pool. They do have a small daycare center where you can work out and watch your kids while you work out. And then they do have an on-base theater. And they do have a turf and track on the base as well, right next to the gym and the swimming pool. I think I said that, but just to make sure. And as far as the base, library, the chapel, and then finance and all that good stuff, but we don't want to give too much information out. So with that being said, that's pretty much Mountain Home. Now the base itself compared to Mountain Home, hold on, let me turn this off so it doesn't look weird. Where's Boise, right? So a lot of people are like, hey, well, we're thinking about moving to Boise. This looks far on the map, right? But full transparency, from the base to Boise itself, it's probably about a 50 minute to an hour drive. You can take the commuter van, as we discussed a little earlier. So if you decide to do that, you can definitely make it. And some people even settle to live here in Kuna, which is another area. It's a little closer to base, but truthfully, if you're going to make the drive, you might as well live either in Boise itself, because you have the airport right here, or Meridian, which is personally, I think Meridian is my favorite city out of all the cities that we're going to be talking about on my YouTube channel. I think Meridian is my personal favorite. So Boise itself is right here, and as you can see, there's a lot of stuff out here. I don't want to dive too much. There's other videos that I actually cover moving to Boise and what there is to do and things to do of that nature. But Boise itself is pretty freaking amazing, to be honest. There's just so much to do. So if that's what you're looking for, that's what you got. So yeah, guys. So Boise compared to Mountain Home, you're looking at, if you live on the edge of Mountain Home, it's about a 35 minute from hitting I-84 to hitting the city border of Boise. And then if you live a little further away, it could be 45 minutes, but we're talking about a 10-minute difference depending on where you live in Mountain Home. And then obviously if you live in the base itself, that's going to be another 10 to 15 minutes. So you're looking at anywhere between 50 to an hour minute, 50 minute to an hour drive from the base itself. And a lot of people avoid living here. There is one more spot that people tend to think about living in. It's very, very rare that they do, but Twin Falls is also an option. But it is not a pleasant drive. I believe that's actually almost not an hour and a half. It's more like an hour 15-minute drive. So not a lot of people do that, but if you're looking for the city life, Boise is definitely recommended. So with that being said, hopefully this was a powerful and valuable little map tour for you guys. And if you guys have questions, feel free to contact me, and I'll answer them to the best of my ability. And just a reminder, guys, I am a licensed real estate agent here in the state of Idaho, and I can help you whether you're trying to buy a mountain home or if you're looking to purchase in Boise, Meridian, Kuna, or any of those areas. So as much as I love making these videos for you, I would be happier to help you guys with your real estate needs, and my contact information is right here. So feel free to reach out. I am the person that answers the calls and the text messages, so don't ever hesitate to reach out. All right, guys. So, and real quick, I kind of want to dive into the neighborhoods that a lot of people are discussing. So I know I brought up a couple of communities, one being Silverstone, another being Morning View, and Legacy Park. So I'm going to show you exactly where those are. So here's Mountain Home again. As far as the town itself, so as you're coming from Airbase Road from the base, you would drive up here, and here there's the D&B supply. There's actually a little turn right here, which we're gonna go back to Street View real quick. So we're gonna come over here real quick. So you'll see this four-way intersection where the Subway, Pizza Hut, and all that good stuff is. And you're literally just gonna travel all the way down this road. All right, so we just fast forward up. So this is a little apartment complex here. So a lot of military, we call it E4 Mafia and below, living there. But as far as Morning View, this is Morning View right here. This is where the newest construction is being built right now for CBH homes, and they're offering some pretty amazing incentives right now. It's probably not going to be wintertime when you're purchasing your home, unfortunately, so those incentives may be gone. But here on the left is Silverstone. So as you see, Silverstone is on the left. Morning View is on the right, and they actually have signs. As you can see, you'll probably see it a little better. And you know, honestly, just personal note, it's kind of amazing just seeing properties that you got to help people. Like one of my best friends live literally on this road, and they just PCS, so it's kind of cool to just kind of look back and see this from another view. But yeah, so this is Silverstone, so we're just gonna kind of we'll let you guys kind of see the properties a little bit. I do have a property tour, a video that I can show you guys as well, so I'll go ahead and upload that for you guys. But this is what Silverstone looks like. These homes are semi-custom built, so they already have like the square footage and building designs, but a lot of people got to pick what they wanted to put into the homes as far as like flooring, cabinetry, handles, like, you know, as far as that extent, they got to do that. So this is a no HOA neighborhood, so there is no homeowners association. Morning View does have one, and I believe it is a $225 a year charge, so it comes down to about a little over $20, or a little under $20, excuse me, a month. You know, this is the Silverstone neighborhood, so I'll go ahead and play a video for you guys to enjoy real quick. And this is going to be the Morning View, so we're just coming back to Morning View and their the neighborhood here, but this is going to be what the properties look like. So these are more in the beginner stage, so this is what the homes started to look like, and I'm going to show you a couple of videos to give you an idea of what the homes look like now, because they are building them with a much more so here you can see actually them being built, and I'm assuming this was probably July 2021. So most of these homes started being built around 2021. I don't believe, there may be a couple onesie twosies in 2020, and 2019 may be the earliest, but I believe they started building in 2020. So unfortunately, this is all you can see, but I'm going to show you guys what this neighborhood actually looks like now from drone footage, as well as a small drive-through of what the properties are starting to look like, because they do look a lot more structurally. So if you do like the modern look, they're doing a great job with that as far as the exterior and interior right now. So I'll go ahead and let that play for you guys. Alright guys, and real quick, the last neighborhood that I'm going to discuss with you guys is going to be Legacy Park here, which is a very desirable neighborhood to live in. As you can see, it is surrounded by lots of properties. So let's go ahead, I'll put the street view on it. Let's see, it actually looks like we can get right there. I think that'll be a good spot. So as you can see, this park is absolutely gorgeous. Some of the homes here are some of the nicest homes in town, not just on this side but on the other side as well. This is actually my personal favorite home right here. I do live in this neighborhood, so don't think I'm a weirdo for that. Just saying, it is probably my favorite house in town. But as you guys kind of drive around, you can see there's just so much to do here now. There's parks, there's baseball fields over there, there's a playground set here. You can host events as well. Down here, I may have to zoom out to show you guys, or if you guys just want to do some research on your own about that. They have some basketball courts, a small skateboard park, and there is actually a couple of skateboard parks. So if you got kids that are into scooters or skateboarding and things of that nature, those are there are some parks here in town. This is a pretty big neighborhood here, or little mini community. These are all no HOA homes as well, by the way. Just let me put that in there. But literally live right next to some of probably the greatest park in Mountain Home. I personally have never had any bad experiences in the whole 4 years of living here. As you can see, this is just kind of like a big parking spot right here. It's not necessarily a softball field, but I mean, some of the homes are a little older here. You're not gonna have too many brand new homes. Actually, as we get closer to the back here, they are building a newer neighborhood down the street, but this is just from the other side. Just kind of want you to give you guys an idea of what these homes look like and what the park looks like from here. And now these pictures were taken in April 2019, so this one was taken in 2021, so we are getting some newer pictures. But I mean, the homes are just, man, they're just so beautiful, and just the environment, the neighborhood here, I just think it's absolutely fantastic. So I'm actually going to zoom out here a little bit, and I don't think I pointed it out earlier, but there is a golf course here as well, and I believe, yeah, this is the new neighborhood they're building right now. So this is where they're building another neighborhood here in Mountain Home as well. I don't know when they will be launching that, but I will keep you guys updated with that as I have more news to come. But yeah, so this is Legacy Park, the neighborhood. Golf course is right here. A lot of great homes, pretty much from anywhere from here to this area. I think these are all some great homes to look at if you're thinking about it. You do have some older homes here, so if you like that old time charm, you'll find some of those properties, and then it gets a little newer in this area right here. So just some knowledge for you guys as far as the Legacy Park neighborhood. But overall, I'm a little biased when it comes to this one because I love this. I just love living here, and I have for the last 4 years. So just so you guys know, I'm not pushing anyone or trying to tell you where to move, but out of the 3 neighborhoods, those are pretty much the most popular neighborhoods. So Silverstone right here, Morning View right next to it, then Legacy Park is very, very desirable as well. But you can always do some more research on your own. There are some more neighborhoods here in the area. These are all nice homes as well. And I mean, the city isn't big itself. I mean, it's not even a city. The town itself isn't too big. So it's not like you have a lot of options, but inventory is growing. The town is growing. Equity and things of that nature is growing. I think there's going to be a lot more properties available here in the near future, but that's just a personal prediction of mine. So yeah, there's that for you guys.